Oh man, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been around. I was looking at an old video of myself, like, oh my god, look at her, bruh. She's so young and cute. I'm like, oh, she's cute. Girl, I didn't have no chin or nothing. I was all young and smooth and still the same way, girl. I still ain't get that piece of land, but whatever. So y'all, I've been gone. I was very, very sick. I was sick for 2 whole weeks. I had pneumonia on my chest, and oh snap, shit. Yeah, I had pneumonia on my chest, and so I just got better. Like I was really taking a break because, my anxiety was all like fucked up, and I really just could not figure my shit out. Like I just couldn't. Like I'm totally like feeling like I'm at this crossroads, and um, like I gotta move different. You know what I'm saying? And that's you know a whole nother story in itself. So, um, yeah, y'all. So, I hadn't worked. Well, they sent my ass home. Really, I was going to work, but they were sending me right back home because I was looking like shit. And yeah, so it was just pretty bad. Um, so yeah, 2 weeks. Um, and then there was some other things going on with me health wise, you know, that was pretty bad. And like through this time that I have been at home and shit, um, that has gotten a lot better. So now, I could look forward to, working with a trainer so I could get to my cute, sexy self again. And because I really want to do that, but I had some injuries, that held me back. Like I fell a couple times and I fucked my shit up real bad. Um, so now that that shit is better, like I could really move how I need to move. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not looking forward to it. And overall, I'm sorry. My mental wherewithal was just not um where I was just really depressed, and that's just what it is. I live in a sleepy town, and uh, I like to be to myself, and uh, things are like really changing, and I had to figure out a way to like deal with all of that change. So um yeah, so anyway, I think that's about where I'm at with it. I'll be going back to work on Monday, and um after this video today, um I'll be gone just a teensy bit longer, and then I'll be coming back again full fledged like I used to. But what I really came on here to talk about is Miss Meg the Stallion Is she lying about getting shot? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about um the update with brother POLight. I just saw they had I saw his, it wasn't a trial, they moved the date again. And then we're gonna also touch on young Pharaoh a little bit. So let's start with Megan first. I got an article here. Hold on. From TMZ. Who's okay? Oh shit! I thought I was petty for that earlier. Thinking it. Who shot you? That's my shit. Too soon. What the fuck is that? Okay, I know that was so petty. Oh, I think I'm a DJ a little bit. 9-5 motherfuckers. And TMZ basically got the info. So basically, the long and the short of it all is some fragments that basically would prove that Tory Lane shot her is missing. So I think that Jay-Z called his Illuminati homies and they got the missing fragments up out of there so they could continue with that same narrative. That's what I think happened. Okay. That's what I think. Okay. Or, okay, this is another thing that I think. I think that they was all kicking it hella tough and uh the Stallion was grouchy because she kept having to fight with her flirty ass nigga all day. Cause the last time I covered it, when I was researching it, I saw that video when they was all off in Kylie's party, and he was real like trying to pay her dust like wait. I keep about to call her Pegasus. But Megan, I don't know. But he went to see what was up with her, and she was like, "What do you want, Tori?" Whoopty. Like, they got that liquor in them. They was getting fucked up all day, drinking all day, getting fucked up. And I think that her and Kelsey had got into it. This is just what I think because this makes the most sense. I mean, I don't think it's a complicated situation. I think what's making it complicated is the fact that these motherfuckers is lying. Okay, they lying about shit. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Because Kelsey was kind of like feeling Tory, and Megan caught wind of that shit, and they probably started chunking them in the motherfucking truck. And she's like, "What bitch? What bitch? What bitch? What bitch?" And they talking about some, she has some of that gun smoke on her hands. So I think maybe they was all fighting and the gun went off. That's what I think. I think they was all fighting and the gun went off. Now, who whipped the gun out first? I don't know. But I think he ended up with the blame. But I don't know. And ever since I watched that daylight video when I reviewed it on my channel this time last year, I just can't believe that she got shot. He's alive still, but he got shot in the fucking long time. Like, he was fucked up for a long time. He's still crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, you don't get shot in the foot. Like, I got a tattoo on my foot and it hit more nerves and tendons than her fucking bullets did. And then it's like, where the fuck is that shrapnel or are those fragments? Where the fuck did they go? Like, the rock got that much pull, my nigga? Like, what the fuck is really going on? Right, all the way. So I feel like they was all in the car chunking them. They was chunking them in the car hella tough. And I feel like she got hit. I don't know. And I feel like every time this come on, I feel petty. And I feel all our shit, and the shit must have went off. And but then when you look at the injuries, it don't look like, I don't know. And even when I saw the video, I don't know. She wasn't leaking like people who got shot, but I just do. And she wasn't leaking like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what kind of wounds those was, especially for it to be with the feet, with all those tendons and veins. I don't know. It just don't look like it happened. I don't know. I think they was all trying to get to that gun, maybe. And then maybe somebody accidentally squeezed the trigger because they really don't know how to handle no gun. And you ain't supposed to have your finger on the trigger when you holding the motherfucker unless you really about to intentionally pull that motherfucker. So I don't know, but I still kind of low key feel like she lightweight lying about some shit. I think we're getting half truths. That's what I think. I think we're getting half truths, but I think the full truth finna come out. 9-5 motherfucker. JM motherfucker. And I ain't no more either. Maybe the and Tori grabbed the motherfucker and he squeezed the trigger, trying to get it away from her. Cause you remember, I feel like they was fighting in that car. Like, bitch, what? And then uh, I don't know. I mean, I can't say I give a fuck that much, to be honest. I kind of just don't, because like, she recently, congratulations on being an influence in regards to college and shit like that. I'm gonna give you your snaps and congratulations on in that regard, because that's some good shit. We can't even lie. Like, we can't lie. But at the same time, I can't say like you're ill like that. You're not somebody, you're not like a Jean Grey or somebody like that. So it's not like you're anybody, like, I don't know. The way my thoughts are, I can't put on a Megan the Stallion and vibe. Like, that's not my vibe. I have darker thoughts. So I don't have hot girl summers and all that shit. Like, even when I was having a hot girl summer and I was like all rich and balling with my sexy friends, my thoughts was still deep. Like, I got videos of me talking about real shit while I was in the trap. So I don't know. Like I just she's too fliffity flaffly. I don't like my rappers. I like my female rappers sexy, but she just kind of she went to college and everything, but she still comes off like a bonehead to me. And that's just how I feel. At my steez, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think something about it is we're getting half-ass pieces of truths. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shonda girl. Hey, everybody that's sticking around. So I don't keep your nigga in check. Ah, shit. I just wanted to get on live and play this petty ass instrumental. That's what I wanted to do. Now, you can't tell me that it was slap. Uh, Megan Thee Stallion got blasted in the foot. Oh, see, right when I was about to go in, I was about to mark that shit. Let's see if I can get it. Megan Thee Stallion, oops. She got blasted in the big toe. What you gonna do, ho? We don't even know. You just hit the floor when the po kicked in the door. He was sitting there waving the fofo, standing on the truck like, oh, what the fuck in his swim trunks, looking like a chump with his little ass, big tall ass, with your big high booty ass, weird ass bitches, or Illuminati ass bitches. uh, uh, okay, let's move on. Let's move on to Brother POLight. So Brother POLight with his Chester molester ass basically got caught last year, okay? Got caught last year off in a hotel room with a 14-year-old girl, a daughter of one of his ex chicks. Uh, um, yeah, he got caught in a room and he was about to take her to a club or some shit. Talking about he wanted to take her to a club. It wasn't the babysitters club, bitch. They were with grown folks. Okay. Come to find out, here's the long and short of it. We ain't got no time. We get into the juice. They found stains of his man stuff on her, talking about her lips is all swole from him trying to jab it all in there. And her mom dude called the police and he turned himself in. And recently they had the court date. And to let y'all know, I saw the video and the court date really wasn't shit. Like, to be honest, it really wasn't shit. His lawyer's name is David Taras, David Tarras, and he in of means in compromised situations with underage people, like child p word and studs and shit like that. He's known for getting them as a continuance, which will be on February the 15th. So I meant to update y'all in September, but nothing happened. Um Nothing happened there. They pushed it to December 3rd. December 3rd went by, nothing, like real life, nothing. Like, it was so, and the judge was just like, of next year, it'll be about in February, I'll be giving you an update of what's going on. But I mean, he probably is not going to be able to get away with having to register as a SO, SCX offender. Uh, but like Nicki Minaj husband. Um, so you know, there's really nothing to tell, man. I wish it was more to tell, but it just really isn't nothing else. It was so short. And I think in February they're gonna have to come up with something. Either they're gonna have to come up with something or come up with that date, that actual trial date. So I don't know all the legalities and that the language about that, but I know that's all I know, and I just found that out. Yep, that's it. It's real show. Now, the last update that I got is about young Pharaoh. And I did it on my Instagram talking about young Pharaoh because he done shot at his ex-girl's house. He done shot at his ex-girl's house with the kids in the house. Okay. And had all this excuse and all this yam to talk. And have an excuse of why this is okay and why he did it. Um, that nigga fell off, man. He fell the fuck off. That nigga went crazy. I think when that nigga was sitting up there on that drain the swamp bullshit, and he sat up there and got all them donations from all the people who was standing for him, because at the time he was going super hard. Some of the content that he was making at the time was really good, and he was breaking some good stuff down. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it real. And I think at the time he just took advantage. And I think somebody from the Republican Party cut that nigga a check, and he was looking at that QAnon with some of them drain the swamp white boys and shit. And and then he was talking about how he was gonna sue YouTube, and how he was gonna do all this ill shit. You remember that shit? I don't know if y'all remember, but I definitely remember. Because I was cheering for him at the time. Like, all right, nigga, let's see what you do then. And then all that nigga did was started collecting where he could have a whole bunch of guns and shit. And took all y'all money and bought his ass a motherfucking what kind of car that nigga got? A Lamborghini and shit. He just took money. He hustled y'all niggas. I ain't give him shit, nigga. I had a garden to take care of. But he hustled y'all niggas and bought a Lamborghini and a mini mansion and some hoes. And he's balling on y'all niggas. That's what that fool is doing. And then it all went to his head, drove him crazy, and he went crazy, and then shot up his girl's spot. So did, with the kids in there and everything. Ain't that a bitch? Niggas can't. That's it. Those is the updates. about Megan the Stallion to give you any more of an update than that. I kind of wanted to wait till I heard more, but this is an update as far as since the last time I talked about that shit. So once I hear more, I might jump on here. I might wait till all the way to the end, or if something real juicy pops up, then that's when I might pop in and out. But now five motherfuckers. Did you miss me? And yeah, girl. What else? Oh, I think that's it. Oh, Harp is fucking with the weather and shit, causing tornadoes out here. Early this week, there was a tornado out here. I mean, that wind was blowing so hard. I was a little scared, honestly. I thought that shit was gonna get us. Like for real, for real. I really did. Um, I thought that shit was like really gonna get us, but it didn't get us. Not at least not in the city. It got one of those super country towns that's away from the city. Um, so yeah, I was like, that was close. And but the wind was harsh. And honestly, I think what really triggered the pneumonia, no, what triggered the pneumonia is hot, and it's mostly hot. It gets hot and then it drops, but it's not really cold. It melts too. What's going on? Uh, is that um reconnecting, but it's just fine. Um, okay, so this is what happened. I was at work and stuff, and I was not feeling so hot. And that Monday, okay, so I didn't go in, and that Monday, I I didn't go in. I was like, maybe I'll feel better the next day. Nigga, I went to the fucking doctor. Um, that Tuesday, because my boss was like, no, take your regular ass to the doctor. Like, why didn't you go to the doctor? I was like, I was tired, nigga. And I didn't say it like that, but I was though. I was tired, just like I am right now. And so I'm laying down. And I got to the hospital. That nigga didn't even like touch me. He kept his hands behind his back like this, literally, the whole time, and just was looking at me with his little scrunched up, weird, furry ass face. And you know how you go to the doctor sometimes, and sometimes they got that little student with them. Well, whenever they got them with them, I always make them go away. So, but she didn't go this time. But I didn't press it, but I kind of pressed it. Like who's this weirdo? Just trying to make her feel uncomfortable as a motherfucker. Cause I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no case study, bitch. You're gonna need to take your notes with someone else. So he didn't pull out he didn't listen to my breathing. He didn't look at my ears, nose, throat, nothing. He just looked at me And what do you know? He was talking about the COVID shit. Now, at that time, y'all, when I was there, I didn't have no symptoms. The only thing that I had was my nose and my head was hurt. Not like raw, but it was just like dry, so dry that it just hurt. So yes, and I said no. I'm not trying to do that. I want you to check for other shit. Cause I'm more afraid of having pneumonia than I am of this made up shit y'all niggas is talking about. Cause I'm not here for it. And so he was like, oh well, then we can't. I don't know what to do because well, bitch. I was like, well, bitch, ain't you a doctor? And he was like, yeah, well, this and that, and he really wasn't talking about shit to me. So I'm just like, I want a patient motherfucking advocate for nothing. No, like chest X-rays and nothing. He didn't give a fuck. He was just like, just stay home, 7 to 14 days, and it's a viral infection and this and that. And so he said, since you're refusing the test, then that's all we could tell you to do. So I'm just like, oh wow, what a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So then that's when I was like, I'm a patient advocate. And so I waited hella long for this ugly ass nurse with this ugly ass hair to come back with a phone number. And the only reason why I'm mad is because this bitch gonna insert herself in our conversation when I asked that bitch to leave the motherfucking room. And she was trying to get smart. And I was 2 seconds off her ass. Like for real. That's what the bitch don't know. Being a me bitch. I would have came back there and reached across that dude and punched you in the motherfucking nose, bitch. And then you would have seen how smart you got. Then, bitch, after your nose was bleeding, bitch, then we would have seen how smart you got with that weird ass. I don't know what kind of motherfucking hairdo that bitch had. And looking like Eliza Thornberry, bitch. Um, so anyway, look, I got my doctor's note and I was just like over it and I was just like tired. So I go home, no medicine, not even a motherfucking Tylenol, bitch. Nothing. I was like, I'm leaving this bitch exactly the same way that I came in. You bitches ain't good for shit. So I wish I had like a lawyer friend that knew how to sue. I really do. I feel like that's a lawsuit, and this is the second time I've been in that situation where these doctors be acting like they just don't be giving a fuck, and I feel like they shouldn't get away with that shit. So I hella want to sue that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that punk ass bitch that had all that mouth because I ended up back at the hospital and because I went back after those days and I was still feeling like shit. And the lady, she was all of that. Nigga, she busted out the eye thing, looked at my eyeballs, looked up in my nose, told me to do looked at my throat, looked at my ears, gave me a blankie, bitch, and some water, bitch, and did some listen to my breathing in the front and in the back. Okay, motherfucking got some chest X-rays and shit. Gave me some nose spray because she said that's what's causing the pressure in my head. That's why it was hurting right here. and gave me some spray, threw that away, and said, I'm gonna get you some other shit that you can use at the crib. And that's when she got me a blanket, gave me some water, bitch. Fucking got my chest x-ray. And that's when they found the pneumonia patches on my shit. Wasn't all thirsty for the little fake ass test. She wasn't thirsty or none of that. She did all the shit that you supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's one of the things that you might could look for. But like, and that's what made me cuss them niggas out, is because you hoes is acting like there ain't nothing else out here that could kill a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And here I am, all the while I sat up there for a week with pneumonia all over my lungs. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me want to sue that other hospital, because you know you hoes is so thirsty for one thing that I had a whole serious condition going on in real fucking life, you know? So I don't give a fuck about that fake fraudulent shit that y'all on. You on that shit. I'm not on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like bronchitis and all that shit. Like, you could sit up there and you could drown in your sleep, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That shit'll take you out, nigga. And so yeah, nigga. I'm glad my supervisor sent me back home that day. And so I've been home in the bed for hella weeks, nigga. And this is not the vacation the bitch was talking about. I was talking about getting drunk on the beach, bitch. Like, but yeah, that's what's been happening with your girl. I thought I wasn't eating or nothing. I thought I would lose my double chin, but I guess when I start working with that trainer, I will. My boobs are still big though, so I'm cool with that. But yeah, I'm about to get out of here because I'm 2 seconds away from going to sleep on this live. So I wanted to check in with y'all with the little bit of energy that I had. I don't know if I'm gonna leave this live up here, but I might leave it up for like one day. But that's it. I'm just tired of being sick. And it's almost time for me to take my medicine. So I gotta go. Anyways, y'all, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace, love, and hair grease. And all that jazz. Oh, me so sleepy. Oh, me so sleepy. Oh, me so sleepy.